family of Indian student Jaahnavi Kandula, who have been waiting for justice in her hit and run death case that happened last year in January, have got a very jolted commentary from the US prosecution, which says that those police officers which were potentially involved in the hit and run case were being let go because of the lack of evidence. Last year, on 23rd of January, Jaahnavi Kandula died while crossing the street, being hit by a police vehicle which was being driven by Officer Kevin Dave at a speed which was 3 times the permissible speed, that was at 75 miles per hour. 25 miles per hour was the speed that the vehicle should have been going on, and if the vehicle was at the high speed, it should have been regularly blaring its siren. That was not the case, and probably that meant that Jaahnavi Kandula couldn't register the incoming vehicle at the fast speed, and she was hit and eventually died in the accident. Since then, there have been multiple charges in the case. The most turning point in the case was in the month of September last year, when the body cam footage was released, and in those footages, the Seattle Police Department officer Daniel Audrier, the vice president of the Seattle Police Officer Guild, was seen laughing and making jokes about the situation shortly after evaluating the police officer Dave for potential impairment during the fatal collision. He was on phone call with Police Union President Mike Solon, and he said that Kandula had limited value, so the city should just write a check for $11,000. The footage was forwarded to the Seattle Office of Police Accountability, and an investigation into Audrey's conduct was opened. On September 13, 2023, Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell released a condolence letter written to Kandula's family. By September 29, Audrey had been suspended from patrol duty. Now, on February 21st, 2024, the King County Prosecutor's Office has decided against filing criminal charges against Police Officer Dave, and stating that criminal review did not turn up enough evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Dave had acted with recklessness or criminal negligence as required under Washington state law. The decision has drawn a widespread condemnation. Now we have Indian mission in Seattle also reacting to it. The India in Seattle mission has said that on the recently released investigation by the King County's prosecution about the unfortunate death of Jaahnavi Kandula, they have raised the matter strongly with the local authorities, including Seattle Police, for appropriate redress. The case has now been referred to Seattle City Attorney's Office for review, and Indian mission is awaiting completion of Seattle Police administrative investigation and will continue to monitor progress the case. So this is how the situation has been in this unfortunate case, which was initially believed to be a potentially negligence act by some police officers who were driving at that high speed, and afterwards not having any remorse of being, even if it was inadvertently, that hitting a woman who was just 24 years of age, and then expressing any condolences. Rather, they were making jokes and laughing about it. So that insensitivity was something that had drawn attention of both in USA and in Indian media also, as to how a police person can be so negligent and less in sentiment at the same time. Now, with the prosecution not furthering the investigation into that case, it has become a real issue, and Indian mission in USA has also tries to raise the issue with the local authorities, and they will pursue and monitor the entire investigation that has been going on in the case of death of Jaahnavi Kandula.